So in my last video, we left off with me heading up to Bob's to pick up a couple of carburetors and a carburetor spacer to take with me up to Steve Morris's shop in Michigan. I visited with Bob for about an hour and then went to lunch with him before I headed north with the Malibu on the open trailer behind me. According to my GPS, it's going to be about a 5.5 hour trip from Bob's machine shop up to Steve Morris's shop in North Shores, Michigan. As long as I can make it up there this evening and get a hotel room and maybe find some place to get dinner, I'll be able to do a little bit of editing and voiceover work to finish up my last video and get it uploaded even though I'm out on the road. It can definitely be a challenge to try and keep content flowing without the convenience of being at home. So I'm doing my best to find ways to feel comfortable filming myself and editing in unfamiliar territory. And typically you don't see me on camera collaborating with any other channels, mainly because I'm an introvert by nature. So although I'm excited about this opportunity, it's definitely going to push me just outside the boundaries of my comfort zone and probably force me to get on a different sleep schedule. All right, good morning everybody. It is Tuesday morning and just got my shower and got breakfast. I'm doing my best to get on Steve's schedule. Steve is an early to bed, early to rise guy. I am late to bed, barely rise. I was up till about, I don't know, I think it was about 4 o'clock this morning when I finally decided to call it quits. But it's about 9 o'clock now. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, got my breakfast in me, and I'm ready to go. I'm excited to go hang out with Steve today and actually get to just work on something without filming it. So whatever we end up doing today, you'll see on Steve's channel. I'll film a little bit here and there, but this is mostly about helping Steve with this engine, and maybe hopefully I'll learn a few things today, and maybe we all will. So we'll see how things go. But I've known Joe for many years. Joe used to work at a machine shop in Columbus, and he was one of the very first people to reach out and try to help us back when Billy's truck was still on nitrous. That's how far back we go with Joe Coben. Joe moved out to California for a short bit of time, and now he's back here in the Midwest, and he's working up here in Michigan for Steve. And Joe's a very nice person, very, very knowledgeable young man, very organized. I like Joe a lot. And so when I was asked if I would like the opportunity to come up here and help with this engine, of course I said yes, absolutely. But I don't know, we'll see how things go today. I'm excited. Mostly I'm excited because I don't have to edit all this. So let's get going. Thankfully, I was able to get a hotel room only about 1.5 miles away from Steve's shop. I figure we'll probably be in the dyno room all day, and knowing that we're filming all this, it's probably going to take a little bit longer to accomplish everything we're hoping to accomplish. So I went ahead and booked a room for 2 nights. That way tonight, once we get done, I can go back to the room and edit. Although I don't plan on filming any of the dyno work today, I'm still filming and documenting the trip from my perspective. So if you're interested in watching me work with Steve on the dyno, you can find all that content on his channel. Good morning, good morning. Where's Pops at?
Back there in his office.
In his office? Hey, buddy. Hey, how are you? Hi, Dewey. Good morning, buddy. You're such a good boy.
Gonna be your best friend today.
Oh, yeah. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm up and at it.
I see my dog met you at the door.
Oh, yeah.
He checks everybody out.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently you're okay.
Yeah, I got security clearance.
Yeah, you've been cleared. All right, so you're in the midst of seeing all the chaos.
Chaos? Really? There's chaos that nobody sees?
There's chaos that nobody sees. We could talk about that.
Oh, yeah, we could definitely talk about chaos.
So if you want to go see things, let's look at this real quick. I'll show you.
All
This is the type of chaos. This is the big black Hemi.
Oh, yeah, I remember that last time I was here.
Yeah, it takes up permanent residence here sometimes. So this has, so if you want to look up in here, this is 2,500 horsepower of jet ski that obviously the guy sits right here and drives it with these handlebars.
Yeah.
Okay, it's crazy. But here's why I'm on the bad side of it, is it broke a valve spring.
Oh,
so
no.
we decided to, so it's like, okay, we're going to change valve springs and valve spring design on it. And so imagine changing all the valve springs in this thing.
No, I don't want to.
It's been chaos. So we had to make, so we made.
Oh,
So here is my, here you go. This is my custom
There you go.
valve changing valve spring changing tool.
Oh my gosh.
So it bolts onto the shaft. We're up here.
Oh my gosh.
One person's holding it, 1,100 pounds, and then I'm changing the keepers and lash cap right here. It's fun.
It does not look fun.
Yeah. So we got that and about 40 other jobs here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you make the big bucks, Steve.
That's why something happened. Then we got my former wife's car, as in my wife's former car.
Yeah, your wife's former car, not your former wife.
Yeah, the sugar mama car that my daughter's driving, and you'll find this is a really good one. This is one of the better things that's happened to me, and this is how bad we're skewed in our racing lives. When I take this as a positive thing. Oh, this is cool. This car dropped a valve in the burnout box on my daughter. So we're out just testing, and I put her in the car with me. I go, okay, gotta refresh her memory how to do this. Wah, 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 wah. Go make a pass. It goes 985 with her sitting in the passenger seat. Okay, just like that.
Yeah.
She goes up and does the burnout, and all of a sudden the car just shuts off and dies. Then it's clearly got a dead hole. It's like, oh crap. All right, what happened? So I bring it back. I take the valve cover off, and I can see that the keepers pulled right off the valve.
Oh no.
Drop the valve down there. It's in there.
Oh.
But here's the good part. This is where he goes, oh sweet, this is great. Here is the valve that it dropped.
No way.
Here is the piston that it did not hurt.
What?
Running.
How did you manage that, Stevie?
This is the pocket that came out of it. I lapped it up.
No.
Put a new valve in it, and it's like brand freaking new.
How did you pull that off?
Did not even hurt the guide.
You're living right. You are living right.
Didn't hurt anything. So this has been the best news of my.
Well, the best news is it did it at Martin and not in Florida.
Yes. Yeah. So we're actually changing a couple things on this, retainers, keepers, and I'm actually putting the solid roller lifters on because this is a hydraulic roller.
Oh wow.
Motor. So this is a hydraulic roller 454, like a legit 454 block.
Yeah.
Stock block.
Yeah.
And just with heads on it. So yeah, I mean, I was like, holy crap, look at that. I mean, lapped it in just to make sure it was okay. I mean, it was just perfect. Didn't do any damage. Dropped the valve, running, and that's all that happened.
I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
If you've ever wondered what Steve Morris is really like in person, I can tell you that he's the same in person as he is on camera. And regardless of whatever he's working on, he's always trying to make something better. He's also openly willing to share what does and what does not work. And sometimes that can be pretty difficult because no matter how much experience you have, there will always be opportunities to learn new tricks to either make more power or lose some. But regardless of whatever happens today, you can believe that Steve is going to put forth every ounce of effort and give the same attention to detail to this project as he does every other. The goal is always the same: find a way to make something better. And here is a prime example of exactly what I'm talking about. Steve's currently working on a program to install billet deck surfaces and stock aluminum LS blocks. So we've been up here at the machine shop all day, thrashing on that little small block Chevy back here.
Beat it like it stole something from us.
Yeah. And I'm not an LS guy. Everybody knows that. I don't like them. But my youngest son, he's an LS junkie. And he's big into these aluminum 5.3s. He loves them. But he's got one in his truck, and you know, we're always worried about shoving head gasket out or moving things around, too much boost. You've got something going on here.
Yes. Let me show you. I didn't know he was into it.
Oh my, holy crap, it's that light?
Oh yeah, the things are jumping. Okay, so here is what we call our super billet deck block. What you're gonna see here is we totally machined out all of this weak structure that is inherent in a 5.3 block. All right, now we then build what I call my super billet deck plate. What's going on here is, I'll show you in this 3D printed version, the sleeve slides right down in here, so this would go right in here, sleeve goes all the way down, and then what we do is I'll show you on the other part. This will go in. Let's see, I got a short one. No, I got a short one. There you go.
Holy smokes.
And I got to get it perfect because it is, there we go.
It's tight.
Oh, it's tight. I'm probably going to regret putting that in there just like that. But anyways, so this will go in. We then clamp it down. I weld all the way around top, and we chamfer and I weld this all the way to the bottom base material too. So it's completely a 1/2 inch thick now, but still water jacketed.
Still has water through it.
For 125 bore or whatever bore size that you want.
Oh!
Yes.
Literally take a stock aluminum 5.3 block and make a 427 out of it.
Yep.
With a billet deck.
So what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to run one of these across the dyno with my SML turbo kit.
Yeah.
We're going to make 3,000 horsepower, a stock 5.3 block, and it's bone stock from the outside.
You can't tell.
You cannot tell.
You cannot tell from the outside.
I'll show you the welded one I got over here.
So this is one of these aluminum 5.3 blocks with this billet deck.
Yep.
And it's been welded in.
Yep. Let me roll this around. So we bolt everything together. We weld this all in, all the way up here top. Now this has not been final machined. This is just rough machined so we can proof it out. And then I come down in here, weld it all the way around. So this is like, think of this as it is now clamped together, welded in together, and just all boxed in together, instead of just being cast sleeves that are way too thin. And then you try to just put an aftermarket iron sleeve on top of something that's small and thin and weak.
Yeah.
Here, this thing is just significantly different, and we can put the water holes in it if you still want it to be water that way. But it is fully water all the way around.
Wow. And
we do the dry deck version. So if you put a fitting in your cylinder head, so this is where it all basically came from. We made the sleeve the strongest as possible. We made the deck as strong as possible, because this actually, this deck right through here is actually about 4 inches thick.
Oh my gosh.
So you're not gonna lose a gasket or anything on that. And if we do it in the dry deck version, we can leave this dry. We put a port right here. You run a port up to your cylinder head, weld up the cylinder head or machine the cylinder head so it's dry, and you would never, even if you did blow a head gasket, it's not going to spray water out and put you in the ball.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Cheat codes for the 5.3 guys.
I know we could call it,
the cheat code block.
Cheat code 2.0.
So you can literally take a stock 5.3 block, prep with a billet plate, put a 4-inch stroke in it, and build a 427.
Yep.
And no one could tell the difference from the outside.
Nobody, you don't see anything there. They would know if we did a dry deck, but you could, people dry deck these anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's stock, but it does end up having 1/2 inch of cylinder bore thickness.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah, so it is really good. So we're gonna see where the next break point is on it, and we'll figure it out.
All right, good morning everybody. Let's see, what day is it? I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday morning, and just got out of the hotel, and I'm gonna head back over to Steve's shop and load the car up on the trailer and head back southeast. My next stop is Melling, and I'm going to stop and see Cale and everybody there at Melling for a little bit and check in with them, see how they're doing, and then I plan on heading back over towards Auburn Hills, where Bipolar is. And I talked to Bobby Burton this morning for a few minutes and trying to figure out where I'm going to stay. I'll figure that out, I guess, once I get down there, and because I really don't know how long I'm going to be at Melling. I really don't know how long it's going to take to, to do everything I'm doing today. But I want to stop and get lunch before I head out. And yeah, had a really good day yesterday with Steve and Joe and everybody up at the machine shop. You'll see all that on Steve's channel. Learned some things. Fought a good fight yesterday. But had a great day. And last night, Steve took me out to dinner. We took a little ride down the shoreline there of Lake Michigan into Malibu and took some drone footage. Beautiful sunset last night. It's just really good conversation. Steve and I shared some conversations about our faith and raising our children, and I really appreciate Steve giving me the opportunity to come up and hang out with him and help with the dyno and work on that engine with Joe Coben. But today we're going to go load the car up and go visit for just a minute before we leave, gather at Bob's Carburetors and hit the road. Now, although I did go up there yesterday and help dyno that little small block Chevy on E85, there was something else that happened yesterday that I feel was probably premeditated, and I wanted to touch base on that before I left. All right, it's time for me to hit the road. I'm headed to Melling. Have you watched the footage from yesterday yet?
No, not yet. I watched it. I forgot we had in-car. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take your time. It was a great time.
They stuffed me in his, what do you call that thing? A takeover car?
Yeah. He's a little nervous. I'm gonna do him right though.
This is what peer pressure can do.
So that's coming up on whose channel? Yours or his?
On my channel.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just trying to keep track of all the channels here.
Yeah, we all got stuff going on.
I got stuff going on.
Well, we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Joe,
Thank you, Bill.
I'll see you next time, buddy. After finishing up at Steve's shop, I hit the road, headed back southeast towards Jackson, Michigan to visit some friends of mine at Melling. I had never been here before, and when I hear someone mention Melling, I instantly think of oil pumps. There were so many buildings in this complex with Melling's name on them, my buddy Cale literally had to flag me down as I was driving up the street to show me where to park. Dude, how much of this state do you guys own?
Oh, just a little section here in Jackson. That's just Jackson, though. We've got a few other facilities across the state.
Oh my gosh, man. I come up the street, I'm like, what freaking building is he in?
Yeah, you were actually up by one of our tube plants. Well, you're up in Muskegon. We've got a tube plant up in Farwell where we make a lot of pickup tubes.
Oh my gosh. Well, I made it.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you.
Now, as I mentioned, this is my first opportunity to tour the Melling plant here in Jackson, Michigan. I've been using Melling oil pumps since my first small block build when I was 16 years old. But I had absolutely no idea that Melling manufactures a lot more than just oil pumps. Melling is also a trusted OEM manufacturer for GM, Ford, and Chrysler. And once again, these aren't just oil pumps. In these clips, you're watching brand new OEM water pumps being assembled that will eventually be shipped out to various engine assembly plants, like these brand new GM water pumps for the LT engines and C8 Corvettes. After my buddy Cale took me through some of the manufacturing areas, we walked back to the warehouse to check out the massive inventory on hand here at Melling Engine Parts. I was blown away by not only the sheer quantity of parts here, but also by what all they manufacture. This whole row is cylinder sleeves?
It's all cylinder sleeves out of our cylinder sleeve plant out in Macokan, Iowa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The row of cylinder sleeves was just the tip of the iceberg. Check out all these camshafts. I had no idea. Those are all camshafts?
All camshafts.
Now I'm thinking that maybe these are all OEM camshafts, but they're not. The black and white boxes with flames identify these as high-performance camshafts. I didn't even know Melling made that many performance camshafts.
Yeah, we've got a ton of cam offerings. We've probably got 30 or 40 LS cam grinds now, a bunch of new LT cam grinds.
Really?
Going all the way back to the old small block, old Pontiac, old Buick cams. Yeah, absolutely.
So all the black boxes with flames is performance stuff.
All the black boxes with flames is performance stuff.
And these are all camshafts.
All of them are camshafts, yeah.
But Melling doesn't stop with camshafts and valve train parts. They've got valves too. Exhaust valves?
Exhaust valves. Yeah, these are so we've got performance exhaust valve, stainless undercut, multi-angle valve job. Yep.
Not just oil pumps.
Not just oil pumps.
I was literally blown away by the inventory and by what you can find on the website at melling.com. Melling was started as, and remains today, a family-owned business. One with a long history of supporting all different kinds of motorsports and motorsport legends, such as Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, NASCAR racing legend Bill Elliott, and more recently, NHRA Pro Stock champion Erica Enders.
Bill, how was your trip to Steve Morris's?
Oh, it was great. It was just wonderful. No, really. I mean, I really enjoyed being able to just go up there and work on something and not worry about filming and editing. He's got somebody up there that does all that for him. And it was great until they stuffed me in his son's drift car. Oh my God! I guess that's going to be on Kyle's channel. But they stuffed me in that drift car. I call it his takeover car. Little Mustang with a blower on it. Oh God! It's no wonder his neighbors don't like him up there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
After visiting with Cale for a little bit, I got back on the road and headed towards Pontiac to meet up with Bobby Burton at Bipolar Performance. The shop is located in Auburn Hills, not far from Pontiac. This is the shop that I had fabricate the turbo kit on my Monte Carlo. Bobby Burton, the shop manager at Bipolar, has a beautiful 69 Z28 Camaro with a 427 LS engine with an ATM carburetor. Unfortunately, it's suffering from some drivability issues, and Bob asked if I could stop by and take a look at it while I'm here in town. I first met Bobby 5 or 6 years ago at a street race spot down in West Virginia when I was helping Billy. Since then, we've become pretty good friends, and I told him I'd be more than happy to stop by and take a look at it while I'm here in town. My man, I snuck up on you.
You sure did.
I was filming you back in that car and you didn't even know.
You were ninja. You got me.
So what's going on here? We swapped a motor in this thing. Can we say that? Is that top secret?
No, but
Okay.
locals know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've done an engine swap, and we went from a high compression engine to a low compression. This is a street engine.
Yeah.
So now we've got to redo the tune, and we've got to kind of reconfigure things. It's not happy.
I think we need this.
That's one thing that we need. Yes, one thing that we need. All right. So what's it doing? It doesn't like to start.
It's a rough start. It doesn't light up right away. It's a hard idle, and gear drops almost 1,000 RPM.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
500.
And then you feel like it's really rich cruising it around, or what?
I do. Yeah.
All right. Is
All
it
we
drivable now?
It is drivable.
Okay. You better go answer that. You're on a short leash.
I'll snooze that one.
Okay, so while he's on the phone, his old engine had a lot more compression, and so I think that the ignition box was set up to start at like 18 degrees of timing and then brought the timing in at 1500. And this engine, being lower compression and probably a bigger cam if I had to guess, this one needs all the timing right off the rip. So he's changed that in the ignition box. It's set for 28 degrees, but we have not yet verified it out on the balancer with a timing light. Typical LS guys, they just set it on the computer. They don't check with a timing light. What's that? Anyway, we're going to fire it up and see what it sounds like now and see how it acts. Might take it around the block and just see what he thinks before we do anything else. All right.
Let me know.
Yeah, fire it up and see what it sounds like.
What'd you do? There it goes. You changed it.
All right, so it's in gear and I lowered the idle a little bit. It's down to what, about 1,000?
Yeah. Hovering around 1,000, 950, 1,050. So.
It's got about 150 degrees of water temperature in it.
Yep.
All right, so it's got a little heat in it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take it around the block and just see how it does. We'll go from there, okay?
Sounds good. Feels better already.
It sounds really good, honestly. For an LS, it sounds really good.
Those are the Harm Hereford virus vent mufflers.
Oh, really?
Great guy. Great product.
Yeah, he is a good dude. I've met him. Better?
Initially on that, yes.
But it's still a little ratty as you tow into it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay.
But still almost night and day from what it was.
Really? It was that bad?
It was bad. Yes.
Man, you should have let me take it for a test drive before I messed with it.
It's all yours.
So it's definitely either a little rich or it doesn't quite have enough timing in it. It's one or the other.
So we're at 20 degrees locked out, or 28 degrees locked out, which,
Okay.
I mean, this motor should be happy at.
All right, but it's carbureted.
That is true.
They really need to have a little bit more timing. If it was fuel injected, you could back the timing off the 28, but on a carbureted application where the fuel droplet size is a little bit bigger, a little bit harder to burn, needs just a little bit more timing to make it happy. Let's hook the laptop up while we're back here at the shop, and let's set the timing at 32 degrees and take it up the road before we touch the carburetor.
Do that. There we are.
You
Locked
got
out 32 degrees from 1500 on.
Okay, what's it at below 1500?
We bumped it up to 28 cranking rather than the 18 it was at.
Okay. I just put it at 32 right off the rip because what's going to happen is when you go to stop at a stop sign or traffic light and you hear that idle drop down below 800 and it starts acting really fat, that's possibly the ignition timing being jerked out of it and making it feel like the carburetor's fat when in reality it's probably not.
Makes sense.
So let's just put it at 32, and if it cranks over hard, then we'll do something different. But I think it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Is it got it in it?
It's in there. Let's try it out.
All right, let's see what it does. That thing's got a nasty nitrous cam in it. All right, so we went from like 1,000 RPM idle, and now it's at 1,500 just putting that timing in it.
4 degrees.
4 degrees.
Yep.
Now I got to turn the idle down, but let's take it for a cruise around the block and just see how it does.
Sounds good.
See, you can tell it's happier.
Oh, for sure. Doesn't have that stumble fall in the face.
So everybody gets caught up in timing tables for EFI, and then you put a carburetor on it and it's just, they're not happy, and then everybody blames the carburetor.
And I will say I'm an EFI guy that went back to carburetor, so I'm relearning.
Well, let's take it up the street and crack it one time, just see what it feels like. Like dog?
Yeah, that's not good at all.
That's not good at all?
No. Not from what I pulled out of it.
We're going to check for wide open throttle because he's not... Oh. No, Slim. That's quarter throttle.
Dude, that's all of it.
Yeah, that's all of it. That's all you got, but that ain't all you're going to get. Yeah, you don't have full throttle there, Slim Shady. Like, that's not even half.
I don't know what's going on in my life these days, you know. Everything was happy and good, and then I changed everything and went backwards.
Try it again. No. I mean, it's better, but you're still not getting wide open.
Absolutely not.
No, not even close. All right, well, for tonight then, let's just try and work on the drivability issues. I don't know if we want to take this thing at half throttle. But at least you know what's wrong.
We're getting there.
We're getting somewhere, yes. Initially, I had just planned to shoot some rolling shots of Bobby's Camaro and my Malibu rolling through downtown Detroit this evening. But we were notified of a shootout being put together out on the streets of Pontiac, Michigan. According to my sources, the streets in Pontiac have been pretty hot lately, and Bobby was considering putting his Camaro in the shootout, but without wide open throttle and not having a nitrous kit ready to go, we decided to just go spectate tonight instead. So after doing a little tuning on the Camaro, we went back to the shop and unloaded the Malibu and got ready to go out on the town. Look at this guy. He's happy now. He's happy now.
Maybe.
Just as we were getting ready to roll out, T showed up and offered to help me film tonight. So far, all I've done on Bobby's ATM carburetor is lean the idle mixture screws out a quarter of a turn. The vast majority of his drivability issues were solved by putting timing in the engine and locking out the advance curve in the MSD box. So anyway, after we topped the cars off with E85 at the local Shell station, we started making our way to the meat spot. Now keep in mind, this is a weeknight, but the streets in Detroit never sleep.
Go back down there and we figure out where we're going after that. Yeah. get it off in Pontiac. If not, we might have to end up in Detroit.
All right, T, fill the people in. What's happening? What's jumping off tonight in the Big D? We're in Pontiac.
In the Big D. Pontiac's got a real nice evening planned for us. Hopefully we can get through with a couple of runs, and I don't know, man. I have a feeling the cops are gonna come on us.
You think so?
Yeah.
I know so.
You know so.
They had a couple different spots lined up to get this shootout done, the first one being very well lit and wide enough to be safe. The only problem was that there was a minor accident that happened right next to the starting line, so they had no choice but to sit back and wait for the scene to clear. This alone set us back 35 or 40 minutes, but eventually everybody made their way to the spot and got ready for first round and the first 3 pairs in the shootout. Just as the flagger was preparing to line up the first pair of cars, the police showed up. Thankfully, they didn't catch anyone in the act of street racing, but it began what would be a 2.5-hour cat and mouse operation between the guys in the shootout and the police. Although they were able to get a couple of pair of cars run off on another spot, the vast majority of the spectators had lost interest or couldn't keep up with where the activities were popping off. Somehow it seemed like the police were following me and Bobby in the Camaro, and no matter where we went to park, the police would find us and run us off. Looking back on it, I think that they spent more time chasing me and Bobby around than the guys that were actually out racing, which actually kind of worked out in the guys' favor.
Got it.
Good shit.
Push to the right.
All right, guys, welcome back. So I made it home. Unfortunately, I couldn't hang out and film the rest of the shootout. I had a 4.5-hour drive home yet ahead of me, or I could have hung out and tried to film the shootout and got a hotel room, but the hotel room is going to kick me out about 11 o'clock in the morning, and it just didn't seem like it was worth it to me. I kind of missed home. I was ready to go home. So I went ahead and drove straight through the night. I drove home and I got home about 6:30. I've been editing and trying to work on this video and get it finished up. I did drive the Malibu into Columbus tonight. I had to go into Jegs, and I took it downtown for some photo shoots to promote the $10,000 Jegs shopping spree giveaway that's about to start this month. I had intended to start it October 1st, but the legal whatever, Vicky's handling it. All that stuff's going to back us up to the 10th. So we've got some legal contracts we have to do. I don't know, she handles all that stuff, but we've got some stuff that's pushing it back to the 10th. So anyway, I went into Columbus tonight and took some photos of the Jeg store and the Malibu, and that was all good. I was taking video and taking pictures of the car, and had two different people stop and wanting to say hi. And I said, hey, I just got to get this stuff done before I lose the lighting, because sunset lighting only lasts for so long. So, but I got it done and went and hung out with those guys for a little bit. One of them was Manny from Church Boys Racing. He happened to be in town for his son. His son goes to High State, and he was in town for something with his boy. I think they're going to watch a High State game tomorrow. So anyway, I want to thank Steve Morris for inviting me to come up there. I had a great time. They made me feel very welcome. We probably will do some other things in the future, some more collaborations. I look forward to that. Also, big shout out to Cale and everybody at Melling. Thank you for having me. I was really impressed by the facility there and how much stuff they actually manufacture and stock. Wow. They are not afraid to stock parts at Melling, I can tell you that. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the carburetor tuning, a little bit of carburetor tuning that I did with Bobby Burton up at Bipolar. You know, honestly, the only thing I really had to do to that carburetor is turn the idle mixture screws in a quarter of a turn. Outside of that, it was just ignition timing. It's really important, guys, if you've got an LS engine, it doesn't matter what engine it is, but if it's carbureted, especially on E85 with a pretty nasty camshaft in it, guys, they got to have timing or they're not going to run. You can't take an EFI timing table and apply it. Maybe wide open throttle might work, but drivability will definitely suffer. It just doesn't work out very well. You need to throw some timing in them. So anyway, that's about it. We're getting ready to go to Jack's Wax tomorrow at National Trails. So if you're local and if you would like to come out and hang out and see us, we'll be down at, well, it's called Durana Raceway. Yeah, Durana Raceway now. And it's right down here on State Route 40 in Hebron. So we look forward to seeing everybody there tomorrow. It's a costume contest night. It's the Halloween edition of Street Madness, and everybody's getting their costumes ready. I think Pookie's going to be Bingo, and Addie's going to be there. I think she's going to be Bluey from the Bluey cartoon. Tommy, or not Tommy. Jeez. Wyatt loves Bluey. So looking forward to seeing everybody down there tomorrow night, and I might try and make some nitrous passes on the Malibu. I need to tighten the rear shocks up a little bit on extension and see if we can't make a decent pass on this motor with one kit, maybe two kits. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how good the track is. But look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Be ready, October 10th. The giveaway starts. $10,000 shopping spree on me at Jegs. Look at this guy. She's pulling on his chain. She's blowing him up. Night out with the boys. Nope. Hey man, we gotta eat. Pops busted us. I tipped him an extra $6 to let me walk through the drive-thru. I said my shit's too loud, you can't hear me.
Yeah. What'd you get, Bob?
Air sandwich.
Air sandwich.
Air bud.
Air bud.
I'll share my fries.
I never got to eat since earlier.
This is life on the streets, bub.